Hi, I'm Dave Williams with HotSticks Premium Firewood. Today we're going to take a look at how to build a fire. We'll be looking at two scenarios. In the first scenario, we're entertaining company in the backyard tonight and want to have a fire as a part of the festivities. We'll look at how to get the fire started quickly and what kind of firewood to look for. In the second scenario, we're going camping and looking for the best way to get that fire started. Even the experienced camper might learn a thing or two. Let's take a look at our first scenario, building a fire in our backyard to entertain company. Here's what you'll need: a lighter, tinder, newspaper or some scrap paper you have around the house. Kindling, we'll be using HotSticks kindling, and of course, firewood. To take a look at the most common problem people have, we're going to build two fires side by side. This one will be built with HotSticks kiln-dried firewood, and this one will be built with just regular firewood. It's just been cut and split. Let's get things started with tinder. To construct our fires, we'll be using the classic teepee or pyramid construction. Start by just wadding up some paper and putting it in the middle of your fire pit. Any scrap paper or newspaper will do, but as a general rule, the less ink it has, the better it will burn. So avoid the comics and the circulars if you can. With our tinder in place, it's time to add the kindling. Stack the kindling in a teepee shape around the paper you just put down. Now it's time to add the firewood. Stack it in roughly the same teepee shape, and be sure to use the smaller pieces first and save the bigger logs for when the fire's really going. Also, put the piece of the wood without any bark towards the flame because it starts easier. Okay, so I've kind of fiddled around with these two here a little bit. I've tried to get the same amount of firewood in each fire and the same amount of kindling, tinder. So we've got them as evenly matched as possible here. And we're going to light them and see what happens. Don't be concerned if the fire seems smoky at first. All fires are smoky when they first start. Okay, this fire is going so good that it is time to add a little more of the good stuff, the HotSticks. Yeah, in fact, I had to move the bag out of the way there a little bit because this fire is jumping over here. Maybe one more piece. Maybe one more piece right there. So one fire is really burning and the other one never really started. Why? The answer is the number one reason people have difficulty getting their fire to start: moisture content. All firewood looks the same, but hidden beneath the surface could be a fire's biggest non-starter: water. Undried firewood can be as much as 50% water. Premium firewood like HotSticks has been kiln dried and has 80% less water than regular firewood. So it starts much easier and burns with a lot less smoke. Well, as you can tell from behind me, the quality of the firewood you start with makes all the difference in the world. If you start with a product like HotSticks kiln-dried firewood, you're gonna have a hot jumping flame. It's gonna start quick, it's gonna burn hot. That's gonna happen every time. And if you start with suspect firewood or firewood you don't really know where it came from, you're gonna end up with something like this. So make sure that when you have that choice, you choose the best. Choose HotSticks.